Hello, my name is Tammy Riggle, and I am a teacher at the Pennsylvania Cyber Charter School. In this podcast, I am going to examine my trends analysis report. The first trend I chose is digital learning and technology. Many industries in the United States have seen positive results in increased productivity from the effective use of technology. With the challenges currently facing the nation's education system, including a persistent dropout rate of nearly 30%, slashed state and district budgets, and the economically and socially important goals of ensuring that more students graduate prepared for college and a career, the nation cannot afford to miss the opportunity that technology and digital learning offer. PA Cyber utilizes technology in many new ways and has been the pioneer of what is possibly the best technology and digital learning. However, all states and districts will need to use technology like PA Cyber and digital learning to meet the challenges of implementing new content, instructional strategies, and assessments. The Common Core State Standards Initiative opens doors for using technology and digital learning by providing a common set of standards for curriculum and assessment development and implementation. This is a significant shift for education developers who have had to address 50 different sets of standards in the past. Professional development opportunities for teachers, which are central to the teaching of the Common Core State Standards, can be delivered through online or blended opportunities, including peer-to-peer interaction through communities of practice. Assessments will enable states and districts to take advantage of technology-based platforms to implement technology-based assessments and utilize the data. The initiative requires that new state-developed assessments be delivered online, and states and districts will need to ensure that the proper technological infrastructure is in place and that students have the necessary skills to take online assessments. States and districts not only have to be able to teach what is in the new standards, they also have to have the technology and expertise in place to implement the new assessments and teaching strategies that each state adopts. PA Cyber is at the forefront and the leaders in online education and assessment. PA Cyber is working toward incorporating iPads for students' use in learning. With iPads, the classroom will always be at students' fingertips. My recommendation is to continue the iPad pilot, loading electronic textbooks as well as other online resources in place of traditional textbooks and class materials. This will lessen the financial burden of our school by decreasing the shipping cost of textbooks. I would like to implement this plan within the next 2 fiscal years. We also need to include filtering programs to keep students off websites that have not been pre-approved. I believe we are on the cusp of a whole new era of research and comprehension about what digital learning means. The second trend I chose to analyze is preparing students for the future. Education's purpose is to empower students to find their own paths to their own dreams, to create lifelong learners who are prepared for both the modern world and the future, and to empower individuals to make a positive impact in the world. The big question is, how do we prepare students for a future we can barely imagine? The answer is to create personalized education opportunities aimed at preparing students to be successful, in my opinion, not just in their own communities, but as global citizens. At PA Cyber, personalized education programs are student-centered, tailored to each student's learning styles, interests, current skill levels, and personal goals. As educators, we know that students are motivated to learn when they feel that the learning is meaningful to them. Aligning our curriculum to students' interests and goals increases relevance and value for students. Tailoring courses to a student's current skills and learning styles increases student success. Education is and must remain forward-leaning, recognizing that the real world for which students are being prepared is dynamic with exponential changes, especially in technology. The world for which we at PA Cyber are preparing high school freshmen will not be the same by the time they graduate, and even more changes will take place by the time these students graduate from college. It is my recommendation that PA Cyber's educational programs must continuously remain fluid. There is no time frame for us to get ready for this shift and change to ensure that students have the current knowledge and skills of today. This will be a continuously occurring event. For example, I would like to see students from different countries, not just the United States and specifically Pennsylvania, spanning multiple time zones, that can attend a live session using webcams, audio, and a virtual whiteboard. Meanwhile, students must also be empowered with the thinking skills to remain cutting edge. The final trend I will be analyzing is recruiting and retaining great teachers. Finding good quality teachers is only slightly more difficult than holding on to them. Recruiting is expensive and time-consuming. And once we have great teachers on board, preventing burnout and motivating them in tough financial times can be daunting. 1 out of every 3 teachers leaves the profession within 5 years. This constant rotation of educators in classrooms is an ever-present concern for administrators at PA Cyber. However, we do not have the turnover that other school districts statistically report. A strategy for retaining teachers that would be invaluable is a strong performance review, in my opinion. This is one of the best tools an administrator has for getting the best out of faculty and staff. More than just a feedback session, a well-done performance review sets goals, spotlights behavior, addresses issues, and leaves the employee motivated and ready to give his or her best. There are a number of studies that shed a great deal of light on the issue of teacher recruitment and retention. I will focus on teacher pay and working conditions at PA Cyber, early outreach and paraprofessional pathways, new teacher induction support, and alternative routes for non-traditional recruits, where melding the evidence across these domains provide a basis for crafting the kinds of policies and programs needed. My recommendation here is not meant to be exhaustive, but illustrative of what appears to be working, and in doing so will hopefully unpack some of the assumptions driving the highly qualified teacher debates. PA Cyber has a very competitive salary schedule, as well as benefits package. Nowhere else do I know where teachers are not expected to contribute to the cost of their healthcare premiums. In addition, PA Cyber has ideal working conditions with state-of-the-art facilities, including technology and educational resources. There is also a mentoring program in place for new teachers, as well as induction support. Another highlight of PA Cyber is the new Master's Program initiative, in which employees are chosen to earn their master's degree free of charge, and an enormous bonus and a privilege some may not be able to afford otherwise. I can honestly say that I've never worked anywhere as great as PA Cyber. The administration, as well as my colleagues, are like a second family to me. We work together to proudly state our core values of integrity, service, professionalism, innovation, and excellence. I would suggest continuing these practices with no time frame involved. What PA Cyber is doing is obviously working, as everyone that I know loves working there. Thank you for taking the time to view my trends analysis report. Have a great day.